Africa set to be global player. This was the headline after the release of a report by the McKinsey Global Institute, which highlights a new dynamic in Africa, the rise of the urban consumer. It goes on to say, beyond China and India, Africa presents the economic opportunity of the future. With the value of consumption expected to reach $1.4 trillion by 2020, the report concludes early entry into African economies provides opportunities to create markets, establish brands, and establish long-term relationships. South Africa, with its sophisticated banking, customs, and transport infrastructures, provides the ideal entree into these African markets. Its businessmen and women understand the culture and have the contacts to promote trade. With the largest GDP on the continent, it also provides a large and vibrant export destination in its own right. But where to start to access this market? There is a simple, effective, and proven route that has been producing solid results for years. The continent's largest food and beverage industry event, Africa's Big 7, held annually in Johannesburg, attracts buyers from 45 countries and has virtually doubled in size every year. Simultaneously presented with a general merchandise retail exhibition, Saitex, the Southern Africa International Trade Exhibition. The two events, with over 600 exhibiting companies, attract over 12,500 trade buyers. Africa's Big 7 takes its name from the 7 sectors of the food and beverage industry which the event targets. These cover all aspects of processing, production, manufacture, packaging, the cold chain, the meat industry, bakery, business, alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages, wholesaling and retailing, as well as retail solutions, retail-ready products, and the hospitality industry. Manufacturers and exporters from around the world are impressed with the quality of the event and the level of business.
The show has been a great success for us. This is our first time here with companies from the U.S., so it's been very successful. We've made a lot of key contacts, and so it's been a good experience for us.
South African people have been very wonderful to us, and we are so happy to be here. This is an excellent place to go, and we'd just like to thank everybody for having us.
The reason that they're back here in larger numbers is because they've been happy with the outcomes of last year's Saitex and Africa's Big 7. I think this year we have some 43 Indian companies, if I have the numbers correctly, or maybe a few less, who are here to exhibit again.
We have had a fantastic experience here. We have had the inquiries that we have received with regards to the franchising business have been tremendously encouraging. It's reaching the objective that we set out to achieve, and that is to have lots of inquiries that are serious. So people that are serious in wanting to buy a franchise in the rest of Africa, in Gauteng, in the rest of South Africa, as well as for the introduction of the product to the trade and to the consumer at large, and the launch of the new mold products, which has been absolutely overwhelming. So we are very, very pleased with our participation, and I'm glad that we have made the decision to come here.
The Saitex Big 7 exhibition has been very fruitful for the Namibian stand. We had 11 SMEs coming through this year, and we had various products. They all told us that they have had a lot of sales. That's the core of this business. We need to sign deals. So this has been really good. In terms of investment opportunities, this has also been good. It's a trade show that really is a platform for trade and investment promotion.
We are here representing, I can say, the whole industry in Zimbabwe. So far we have taken inquiries, quite a lot of inquiries in many areas. We always want to come to this show because we think it presents a lot of opportunities generally for Zimbabwe, not just for agriculture. So yes, in the future we hope to come back here in a much bigger way than this, hopefully.
We're able to identify the companies that can distribute, and beyond that we also got people who could supply us with some of our needs, packaging, for instance, and some ingredients. So I think the matchmaking was quite good for us.
Well, it's our second year that we've been to to Africa's Big 7 Saitex. And since last year, our sectors that we brought, they've been growing. So today we have, in this year, we have about 8 to 10 sectors being represented, and they see this fair as the main place for them to do business, not only in South Africa but all the African country.
It's very important, this exhibit, to improve the trade between Brazil and South Africa. We also see it as a gateway to the rest of the continent, because we see that South Africa is the main force, economically speaking, in the continent.
It has benefited us greatly. I mean, we've been participating here, I think, for the last 4 or 5 years already at Saitex, and every year there's always something new, something interesting and of great interest for our companies and for our company as well. 2 of my companies last year secured 2 tenders and 2 contracts into Kenya and Tanzania, and this year they've also mentioned quite good prospects with Tunisia and a few other countries that are here.
We have been participating in this exhibition for the last 3 years, and you can see from the strength of our delegation, or the exhibitors, who are 40 in number, and 40 companies have come here. And I think both sides will benefit, yes.
The only way to let SMMEs start in this progress, and before we start taking them to participate in overseas shows, we need them to burn their fingers and cut their teeth on local shows. And what better than a show that's got as much longevity as Saitex and Africa's Big 7. And you know, if you look at the successful countries like China and India, they all grew the same way, having shows that grew, and then soon the whole world would come and see their products. We want the same to happen with this show.
We see Saitex as another opportunity to make more contacts, because I think that offices like us, which are involved in promotion of trade, depend on such events to add contacts for Polish companies. We were glad to be here, and I think it was good investment to have stand at this fair.
I think they have quite a number of good contacts here. I have seen some of them speaking to many clients already, and I think it is an opportunity for Malaysia also to be exporting or to be branding its product abroad. South Africa is a very good market. It has a very big market here, and I believe there are a lot of potential that can be benefited from this market as well.
Africa's Big 7 and Saitex enjoy great media support, both locally and internationally. And with the organisers spending over R1 million on promoting the event, the visitors keep coming.
It gives the local retailer the opportunity to interact with international manufacturers that you don't have the opportunity to interact with day to day. So it does give us that opportunity to see what is available internationally, and also to make contact with those manufacturers, because you meet them at other shows, and it's good to see them in South Africa and they get an understanding of the South African market.
It's been great. It's my second time around. I did come here last year. It helped me through a lot of stuff when starting my business, and I'm getting a lot of info from other countries and other people who are also in the same line of business as I am.
It was well organized from the entrance point throughout. Very friendly people. The security was great. I think it was good.
Breakaway conference sessions and even breakfast meetings during the event enhance the opportunities for rewarding networking. Electronic product previews of the expos allow visitors to plan their visits, whilst our unique, free and effective business matchmaking service allows both exhibitors and visitors to pre-arrange meetings at the venue.
I'm a member of matchmaking. They are very good. I knew before I came here, I knew who was coming, and then they scheduled my meetings, and then my meetings were accordingly, and that's why I said I met a lot of people, and that benefited my business.
It all adds up to the best marketing investment that any exporter could budget for. See you at the next event.